the things that we fear the most is what we need to do the most.
All right, here we go. First of all, Ramon, how the hell are you doing?
Pretty good. When was the last time we actually spoke?
Bro, I've been saying this a lot lately, but it's been like over a year. Last time I saw you in person was like,
And there's a reason why.
yeah. I don't know if you guys heard it, but there was this thing called coronavirus.
Yeah, life.
Damn, it's literally like, I mean, we spoken on the phone, text message, but as far as in person, it's been like good a year or so,
No, yeah.
or like mid-year.
Remember that one time you forced me to go with you to Banana Republic, and it was raining.
Oh yeah. When was that?
Was that the last time we hanged out?
Was it?
I think it was.
I think. Wait, honestly, I'm trying to remember why did I go to Banana Republic in the first place?
You wanted to get an outfit.
Yeah, but
what occasion?
yeah,
I don't know the
that's what I'm trying to remember. Like, why did I need an outfit that day?
I don't know, probably see a girl or something.
I think so. Do you remember what I bought?
A beret.
Beret. What? Yeah,
Actually, I don't remember.
I remember going. I remember it was raining.
Yeah, it was raining hard. It was
Yeah, but I forgot what I bought. Damn. Yeah, I don't
know.
know. But I mean, but I bought this at Banana Republic.
Damn. Honestly,
Pretty good quality.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty good quality, man.
You like Banana Republic?
They have some good chinos.
What's your top three stores that you like to shop?
Oof. H&M, Banana Republic, and honestly, it's a tie between actually maybe Target.
Yeah,
but H&M, Banana Republic, those are my top two, and then Target has some underrated stuff.
Okay, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true. You know, Target used to be before it was kind of like a convenience store. It used to be a fashion store.
Oh really?
Yeah, before it turned into like more of a supermarket type of store.
Oh what the hell? I didn't know.
High fashion too.
Yeah, this was, I wasn't planning on talking about this, but okay, something about Target that, like, I don't know, this is my opinion, but who goes to Target to buy groceries? Like, if you notice, they have like the frozen food aisles, they have vegetables there, and I'm like, who goes there to buy groceries?
I mean, people that go to, I don't know, it's just one of those things that you see it and you're like, might as well. I'm already here.
And I'm like, me.
Did you hear about that thing where if you go to Target like around after 9 with a girl, or if you're a girl but going for a guy, that means you guys are fucking?
I did not hear about that.
If you go after 9, technically means that you guys are already fucking.
What the fuck? Who came up with that?
It's one of those unspoken rules.
What the fuck? Oh, all right then. In that case, fuck, I've been shit. Trying to go to Target. Hey,
Trying to go to Target?
You know who you are.
Okay.
Bro, it's been, last time we did an interview was like 2 years ago, I think, maybe.
Damn.
Yeah, like 2 years. I think no. Because I'm only over. Yeah, so hold on. So sorry to our audio listeners, but a light just went out. So hold on, I gotta fix the light.
The house fell apart.
Yeah, but okay. Okay. But yeah, man, it's been over a year since the last time we had since you've been on the podcast, man. So welcome back.
Thank you, yeah. It's good to be back.
To the Rodcast
podcast show. I heard you've been doing some pretty good stuff. You've been interviewing some pretty big people.
Yeah, that's
last time you spoke.
Yeah, I mean, I just recently had as of at the time we're speaking right now, I interviewed Alex Vincent, people who may know him better as Andy Barkley, who played Andy Barkley in the original Child's Play.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
really?
so I got to interview him, and we talked about the new Chucky TV show. We talked about like him recording the Child's Play movies, stuff like that. So it's pretty cool that like today he's the biggest like name that I've interviewed.
Is it like a niche market you guys trying to tackle? Like any?
I mean,
are you going like celebrities, or are you going just like WWE, like wrestling, or is it just like generic?
It's I wanted it to be generic. But I mean, because I put it very publicly that I do like wrestling.
Yeah.
So I was like, you know what? Like that's why I started interviewing wrestlers specifically, not so much WWE wrestlers. I think because I've interviewed former WWE wrestlers, but I've never interviewed anybody currently in WWE. But Specifically, I interview a lot of up and coming wrestlers, people like wrestlers who are just starting out, because like I want to hear their story for like how they got started and everything from the very beginning.
Yeah.
So if down the road they become like big superstars, I'm gonna be like, whoa, like it's crazy to see their growth, you know?
Yeah. Oh, not only that, I'd be like, hey, I was the first person that interviewed you. I'm doing this other thing. Are you down to go?
Yeah, you know, so like, and like, I mean, obviously, I'm not doing it for what's that word that people use? Clout. I'm not doing it for clout.
Oh, clout tokens.
Clout. So yeah, I'm not doing it for clout tokens, you know, because obviously I do like want to hear like just how they're starting out. So that's what I aim for. But then eventually I'm like, okay, like there's a lot of more, like there's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of other stuff that I like talking about, or like I like doing, you know. For example, I like music, so I've interviewed musicians. I like dancing, so I've interviewed dancers, stuff like that. So like, to put it in like the simplest words, I want to have interesting conversations with interesting people. That's the best way I can put it.
You think I'm interesting?
Hey man, not to toot your horn,
Well,
but not to toot your horn, but there's a reason you're on here, man.
Bro, I'm blessed.
Hey man,
blessed.
Power of the Rockcast podcast show, man. So I do want to talk to you a little bit about what you do, what you're currently doing, man. So you are the founder of 900 House Productions, right?
The one and only.
The one and only, man. I want you to assume right now that the listeners and viewers right now are unfamiliar with 900 House Productions. So I want you to take it away and let us know what exactly is 900 House Productions and what it is all about, and what is your goal with that.
Well, it's pretty simple, and I could just sum this up in pretty much one sentence, is that we help businesses grow and scale by automating their content.
Elaborate a little bit on that.
So automating means like consistent content. So nowadays, like the reason why I kind of started my company is because like a lot of businesses, they're hiring a lot of videographers, right? And videographer is a term that it's kind of like another word for filmmaker, are people that are good with cameras and all that stuff, right? But what I noticed over time is that these people are not really like business savvy. They don't know marketing. They don't know sales. They don't know these principles that they need to understand a company fully, or how to integrate integrate video fully into a business. So that's where we came in, and we're like, all right, cool. We have a business and sales and marketing background. Let's apply that to a business. So we learn, and over time, we realize that a business doesn't need more than one video. They need multiple videos. Matter of fact, they need videos like every week. Matter of fact, they need to be consistent with videos. You know, like how, like pretty much the same method how you're doing it with your company. You're kind of producing monthly content out there, and that's how you scale, right? And we're doing the same thing for these businesses. We're giving them the resources and the knowledge so they could scale by using video online and video content, because it's the way to go. And we live in a world where like information is key. Like people are hungry for information. Like if I see a product, if I want to get a monitor, I'm going to look up a bunch of reviews and on YouTube, and I'm going to look at their Instagram page. And what I'm looking for knowledge. I'm looking for what else could I do with this? Like pretty much answering all my questions that I have with this product. That pushes like the person gene. I can't even say it. the percentage power, if that makes sense.
Is there a specific time period or a specific video you saw that like kind of like made you realize that you wanted to start this company?
I just see the lack of companies that actually use video within their business. They're not consistent, and a lot of these videos they don't really do anything but like be like an upbeat video that has cool shots, and that's it. So they're shot by filmmakers to make it look pretty. But what does it really do to the company? You know, it does it generate revenue? Does it scale the company? So what exactly is this video doing? So I hate seeing these companies hiring videographers and doing this upbeat video that's cool, that's trendy, it's like cool, like transitions and like whoosh, and all that cool stuff, right? But it's not really doing anything for the business, right? As in, that's where I come in, and we kind of solve that problem by producing content that drives revenue. And by doing that, we educate their clients about the company's service, the products and services.
Okay.
And yeah,
sticking specifically with this right now, you're kind of giving people advice, you know. But as far as you, what is the best piece of advice that you have ever received?
I ever receive about what, in life or about business or what?
Yes. about life. Let's go life first, and then we'll go business.
Oh, it's funny because people that know me, like, they know that I love reading. I read a lot of books, and I'm reading this book. It's called the 4 Hour Work Week, and it talks about like you could do your like you could live a life and live a fulfilled life. Meaning you make a lot of money, you hang out with your family, you have extra free time, but only work 4 hours within a week. So that book kind of tells you a lot about delegating, having systems in place. And I read a quote within that book. It's by Tim Ferriss, a really good author. He said, "The things that we fear the most is what we need to do the most."
Oh, what? Whoa.
Yeah.
Say that one more
The
time.
things that we fear the most are the things we need to do the most.
Damn.
So, and I apply that to every section of my life, from business to personal to family to relationships. It's just like things that I feel uncomfortable, I gotta start doing them. Like, for example, recently what I've been doing in my business to generate more leads, to generate more business, is that, like, before is that I'm gonna start cold calling people. Yeah, I'm gonna start DMing random companies and being like, "Hey, I offer this, blah blah," right? So, what are you looking at? Oh,
Yeah, Harry, like, go a little too low.
I thought you were looking at some- I was just like, damn.
That's what we're like. Lift it up, man.
And then so that's what I've been doing. And the reason why I haven't done that before is because, like, I'm fear of rejection. You know, I fear that somebody's gonna see that DM or that email and be like, nah, or say no to me. And that's the worst that could happen, right?
Mhm.
But I always have that fear of rejection, and maybe the fear of getting my ego hurt a little bit. Like, damn, they don't want my service. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Fuck them. So I was fearing that for the longest. But then recently I was just like, nah, fuck that. Like, the reason where I'm not where I want to be is because I haven't been doing this shit, and I know I have to do it. So I'm putting myself out there, and I was actually doing this before I got here, to be honest with you. And I got a reply back and have a meeting already set.
Oh,
so it's just me just doing it. Things that you're fearful, do the most of that. And but that's it. Then I'm gonna scale it. Then I hire like a bunch of virtual assistants, so they're gonna do that for me. So I have like a constant like system in place.
Yeah, I feel like I mean, like, not to toot your horn or anything, but I feel like that's when, you know, like, you kind of like not made it, but like when you can just hire people to do stuff for you.
Bro, I have a staff of 4.
What happened?
I have 4 people in my team.
Yeah, look at this. Yeah. So I mean, like, 'cause I mean, again, like me, like, I edit everything myself. I do everything myself. Like, I feel like, I mean, I enjoy doing it, but I feel like one day if I can hire somebody to do it for me that does it better than me, I feel like one day I feel like I'll do that too. You know.
Well, here's the thing. Like, that's the most common like concerns that. Well, that's the. How do I say? That's what society's telling us to do. They tell you to hustle, like, do everything yourself, hustle every single day. Gary Vee says hustle until you can't sleep, or some shit like that. Like, that's the Americano type of like culture we live in. It's just the hustle culture. Yeah. And honestly, I'm gonna tell you that right now, it's super toxic. Like, doing everything yourself is gonna get you nowhere, and it's gonna actually burn yourself out. I read this book, it's called The E-Myths of Business or something like that, and they talk about like 99% of businesses fail in the first 5 years, and that's a fact. And the reason why is because a lot of business owners, like, they tend to do everything themselves. They shoot, edit, and then post and write and do everything themselves. But that kind of burns us out really quick. Instead of, we could hire virtual assistants. Like, you could hire someone from the Philippines for $2 an hour to do that for you. You know that, right?
Oh, what?
Yeah.
What?
That's the power. That's the age, and it's always been happening before. It's called outsourcing. We outsource to different countries and do it. I have 3 people working under me, and they're virtual assistants. They edit, they post. Sometimes I don't even post. They reach out to people for me.
And this is for like the Instagram account, right?
Yeah.
Like the videos that are on there, like some of them, all those videos, it's your people that are editing and posting those.
Well, not those ones, but my clients' videos.
Oh, okay.
Because I do my own marketing for my 900. I shoot, I edit, because, you know, it's my stuff, and I like to present myself, and I like to edit my own style. Okay. But eventually I'm gonna outsource that. But I do have an editor, and then he's in charge of all my my content for my clients. You know, and I kind of manage, I oversees, I supervise. And I don't own a camera. I usually hire someone to film it for me. Someone that's more experienced, that just knows more than I do. So I hire them. And then after I got that footage, I send it to my editor, and he edits them. And after that, I give it to my social media manager, and she uploads them on their social media.
Dude, that's freaking badass.
And and my goal is just to bring in themselves.
Yeah.
So that's like the machine, and those are systems that we have to have in place. Right. Like, systems are gonna run this world, bro. Like, If you look at McDonald's, they have a good ass system. Like they could give you like a fucking like a Bible like shaped book and be like, here's all the things you need to do to open a successful McDonald's. Do it. And they give you a system, and like that's how franchises are built. That's how businesses could be scalable. Right. Is when you do everything in a manual, you give it to someone, and all they have to do is just follow the manual, and they have a successful business, and you don't have to oversee them. They already know. Just follow the book, you know. So like when it comes to my VAs, I give them. It's all about being a really good teacher, leadership. You learn all about that shit.
Dude, that's freaking badass, dude. I'll do it. I think like. As I want the listeners to take something out of this, but I think I'm gonna take some of these tips myself, man. I'm taking some of these tips myself, you know. But taking a step backwards, man, is how did you going back to what I said earlier, is there a specific moment, time period where you kind of like knew this is the route you wanted to go?
I don't think nobody really knows, because I've not really. There isn't really. It's just like. Fuck, I always have those thoughts like, damn, am I really doing this shit? Like what would happen if I just get a job, and how easier this would be? I could just get paid. Why do I have to go this extra mile? So there isn't really a time this is the right path. It's just you gotta fucking go out there and do it. That's the only thing you gotta do it. It's just go out there, do it, and that's it. And just take action. Always action is gonna get you to places. Not really thinking and worrying about other things.
Is there anything else that was even like close to being the path other than the route than this path?
Well, the way how I end up right here is because like my goal was to become a film director. That was my whole thing. Growing up, you fucking know that. We went to high school together, so you always knew my passion.
Yeah, almost 10 years ago.
10 years ago.
Almost 10 years ago.
And that's 10 years ago.
2012. Next year's gonna be 10.
Oh man, that's crazy.
Yeah. So 9 now.
9 years. Yeah. Damn. So. Yeah, my passion was filmmaking and storytelling and movies at the end of the day. So I did that, and I realized how difficult it was to make a movie. It's super difficult. Like I worked on sets, so I didn't know it takes a lot of people to make it happen. So I was like, all right, cool. I could do this myself. So I did a short film. I did it successfully. I'm like, all right, cool. I had some people, cast and crew. All right, I know how to do this. So I was like, I think I'm ready for a movie. You know, it may suck, but I want to say that I just make one. Right? Yeah. So I went out there and I did this attempt twice. They both failed because it all failed because of one thing: money. So money without having proper funding and paying my actors. Yes, they could do it for free, but they can only do it for a limited time because they have day jobs, and I don't blame them either. You know? So money was like the root of like why I couldn't really make my short film and all that stuff. So, or I shouldn't say my feature film. And I was like, damn it. And I always had like a business background. I love marketing. I had like an Amazon business and all that stuff. So I love entrepreneurship. So I was like, all right, how do I monetize? How do I make money from the things that I like to do, which is video? And I was like, all right, music videos. I'm going to do that because that's the first thing that came to my mind. And I tried giving that a shot, having special packages, put special packages together for artists. And had my friend Ben helping me out too with it for a while, and it never got off the ground. And I quickly noticed that these artists are poor. I wouldn't say poor, but like they're beginner. They're beginning. Like they don't have that much money to invest, right. And especially not enough for me to make a living. So I was like, all right, well this is not it. And the more research I do, I realized that all right, businesses, they need videos, and there's a lot of money into that. So businesses will pay top dollar, especially if a big business that's already generating like millions every year. They wouldn't mind, spending like $5,000 a month on producing content, like nothing. And I was like, if I could have a client that pays, I could have like 5 clients are paying me $5,000 a month. That's good money, right?
Yeah.
And so I went down that route, and through a bunch of trials and error, like I figured out a system that worked for me.
Dude, that's you're freaking dropping some knowledge up in here, man. Damn dude.
Damn, bro.
So if there's anybody listening or watching this right now and they're thinking, they think, oh, I want to be an entrepreneur, but they don't really know what route to take, what advice would you give them?
Just find a problem and fix it. That's it. Simple as that.
Simple as that.
Like if there's a problem out there, for example, if like in your industry, wrestling, there hasn't really been any nice wrestling keychains or anything or something, and people wanted them, people will buy it. They make that product. So there you find a problem, and that's it. Like every restaurant, no, I never say restaurant. Every business out there, they solve a problem. Like a restaurant, what problem are they solving?
hunger.
Yeah. And like a Mexican restaurant, they're stopping people that are hungry, that are craving Mexican food.
Yeah.
And boom, that's a business right there. They're giving a solution to a problem. I'm solving a problem. Any business out there, there's a problem and they have the solution, and they're willing to exchange it for currency or cash or money. So that's simple as that. Find a problem and just fix that problem with a product or service.
What's as far as right now, what is the kind of like the goal right now with 900 House?
Just to scale it up, to start incorporating. I want to definitely get a sales team on. So I want somebody to start to reach out to all these people and send them an email and close them and get the deal, and that's it. It's just pretty much to scale and start incorporating more systems into my business. So eventually, I don't want to deal with anything. I just want my people to work like somebody's that's in charge of like overseeing the editing, like pretty much having managers in place. And scale it that realm.
Shit. Is the movie still a dream or no?
Yeah, that's my next business venture I want to start going into. Like, here's the thing. I see this as a launching pad for my next businesses down the road.
Okay.
Like, I see myself making myself like, this is where I'm going to be. 900 is going to help me launch. It's going to give me like the capital, the money to fund my other business ventures. Like real estate is something I'm getting into soon. So real estate investing and out of state real estate, like buying houses in Arizona and Texas and these hot markets.
Yeah.
That's something that I'm planning to do too. That's my next business adventure after this. But also like having my own media company where like we produce like certain shows like Chicano empowerment web shows or movies, something really niche, So, so to answer your question, yes, that's definitely something down the road. I'm going to start doing it.
I do a little bit of acting myself,
You like to act up. That's what you like to do.
Got a little demo reel. I got a demo reel, so hey.
Hey, bro, we might just make some.
Hey, man. Just tell me where to put in my resume, man, and shit.
Say less. You be the first one on the list.
Beer game strong, man. Or I can go clean shaven, man, to play 17-year-old in high school.
Little pedophile?
I don't know about that, bro. I don't know about all that. But yeah, obviously you've been staying busy, but with this whole quarantine thing that happened, when it hit like really hard last year, we all had some free time. So what did you been doing? What have you been doing in your free time to keep yourself busy?
Honestly, I was even busier during quarantine.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I feel like at that point that's when a lot of companies realize, okay, since like our stores are closed down, like the brick and mortar stores, like storefronts are closed down, our online presence has to be like A1. So that's when a lot of people kind of double down on marketing, and they're like, all right, cool, we're gonna push hard in the online space now since everybody's online. So I was busy last year, yeah, like nothing but like different businesses I work with, they wanted to push hard, and I was there, and I was working with my team half the time. But besides that, my free time, damn, I don't know. Honestly, this is like what I do is pretty much kind of like my lifestyle. Like, I do that for fun. That's what I like. I had my buddies from the office. I like hanging out with people, my friends there, and that's it. Yeah, that's all I do. I don't think I'm ever doing anything.
I think you're the first person that I asked that question to that they don't say, oh, video games and Netflix.
Nah, honestly, bro, I don't watch Netflix, or I don't play video games either.
Damn.
Yeah.
You really grew up on me, man.
I never really did play video games though.
Did you used to play Minecraft and all that?
Yeah, Minecraft's like the life, bro.
Yeah, I've never played that game. I still don't get the hype.
Yeah, man, you're missing out. Just wait until you do understand. You're like, bro, where have I been?
I'm probably not gonna ever play that game, but
bro, if you can play the fucking, what do you play? Club Penguin or what?
Club Penguin? That's just like fucking like decades old now. Honestly, I play a lot of story games.
Okay.
Yeah, I play a lot of those and a lot of wrestling games.
All right.
But that's you know how that shit goes.
I know how that shit goes.
You know how that shit goes. Switching gears now is I want to go a little bit into your personal life, man.
Okay.
This could be and you can take it professional life if you want to, but whichever way you want to take this question is, what's something in your life so far that you thought was gonna be like a huge freaking mistake, but because you did it, you were like, oh hell yeah, I'm so freaking glad I did it.
Damn, why you gotta put me on the spot like that?
Dude, I ask the hard hitting questions on this show, man.
So could you repeat that? So things that I feel like
Or
thought it was like a bad idea or a
yeah,
bad
something
mistake.
that you thought was gonna be a mistake, you thought wasn't such a good idea, but because you did it, like you were like, oh hell yeah, like, I'm so glad I did it.
I think there was a friend that I had, and then she invited me out to do a school project for college, and I didn't think anything of it. I'm just like, school project for college, like kind of want to, but fuck it. I haven't seen her in a while. Like it'll be fun. So we did that, and then like she had another a buddy from college there too, and I connected with her, and then I became good friends with her, and then she helped me out on my filming, and then she introduced me to her brother, and like now, like I'm really good friends with her brother. So it's just like going to a place that you don't want to go, but then like the connections you make is incredible.
Ah, see. Okay,
So it's and that happened multiple times. There's a lot of places I didn't want to go or it's too lazy, but then I just met the right people at the right time, and I was like, damn, this is sweet. Has that ever happened to you?
Yeah. Oh yeah. There's so many people that I've met, like just like all about connections. It's all about connections. So it's happened so many. It's happened so many times. Oh man. Before I forget, man, I gotta ask you. I want to get your opinion on something, specifically social media.
Yes.
Okay. There are some people. Do I know who some people are? No, I don't. But there are some people that say like, oh, it's there are people that can post on social media too much. Like they're always posting on social media. But something I kind of like thought of, and I want to get your opinion on it, is like, okay, if you're, and not to bash on anybody, but like let's say you're just a quote unquote regular person.
Okay.
You're not a content creator. You're not. You're just going to school or you're working, and that's it. That's all you do. You don't have hobbies, anything like that. Then okay, if you post on if you just post memes on social media, then okay, that's maybe that's too much. But if you are a content creator, if you have a business, in my opinion, I feel like if you're not posting, like if you're not a quote unquote public figure, if you're not posting a lot, I feel like people will forget you.
Yeah.
So that's my opinion. So I wanted to get your take on it. Like, what's your opinion on businesses or content creators posting a lot on social media?
Bro, that's a must.
Right?
That's like the most important thing out there that you should be doing like 24/7 is creating content, posting it, and stay in front of their faces, because we live in a really rapid day and age where people consume content by the minute, like crazy. You may post something this morning and I saw it and I liked it, and I'm probably gonna forget about it in the afternoon.
Yeah.
So being in front of their faces back to back is super important. And people that actually are judgy are like, and then people stop because somebody says you're posting too much, are just like, you're caring about what people think about you so much. It's just like, don't care about you. If people tell you they don't like that color that you're wearing, are you just gonna stop wearing the color forever? No, you're gonna fucking wear it and stop fucking thinking, like, stop caring what people have to think about you. And that's it. Like, again, we live in a world that we're really hungry for information, and people want that shit. And like, let me tell you this: when was the last time you saw a whole day went by that you didn't see a video online?
Ooh, I can't remember the last time I did it. Yeah.
So there's so much shit out there that we constantly consume. So now it's like, you got to be on the top of it. You always got to be posting every single day. It's not like fucking 2008, 2009, or even like back in the day where like, oh, companies spend so much money on this fucking ad and it lives on forever. No, like now you got to make multiple things every single day.
Yeah.
That's my take on it.
Yeah, I 100% agree on that. Yeah, because like something that I like when I talk to friends and I tell them like so much stuff like what I do, like I don't say it to brag, but it just comes up in the conversation. So I tell them, oh yeah, I do this, blah blah blah, and then eventually down the road, I'm like, oh damn, like they know my whole life story. But then I'm like, wait a minute, like that's kind of what I want.
Yeah,
like I want people to know my life story. I want people to like, so I'm like, so at a certain point, I did think, I'm like, damn, maybe I talk too much, or maybe I overshare with people. But then eventually, I'm like, wait a minute, like that's kind of what I want. Like I want people to know what I do. And again, I don't say it to brag.
Yeah.
But I say it just because it comes up in the conversation, and like I want people to know what I do. I want people to know what, like, my life story, because I create content. If I was just a regular dude, obviously I would have nothing to brag about.
Yeah. And plus, here's the thing: you have control of what you post, so you control the narrative. You control what people could think about you or perceive you as. Like, it's not like you don't have control of what you're sharing. Like, no, you have control, and you have control about what they're gonna think of you. Because you control your story, you control your content, and you could use that for so that's a lot of power right there. Like that's crazy. You control your own narrative, so that's such a good thing. I don't know. We live in a crazy day and age where, like, you know, we can never ever speak about this back in the day. That would have never been a conversation to have.
I like that quote right there. Control your narrative.
Yes, sir.
Control your narrative, man. So going back to 900 House Productions, you have this method that you call the 3 for 3?
Oh yeah, 3 for 3.
3 for 3 method that you have going on.
That,
yeah, man. So I'll elaborate a little bit more on that. Tell us what exactly is the 3 for 3 method and why you believe why you're such a big believer in it.
Well, I believe this system that I pioneered over time, because after working with like these successful brands, like I see a pattern, a realization that a lot of these people have, and I created something where it's gonna solve all their problems. You know, it's gonna solve, because this system is for people that are tired of producing every single day, are tired, like they know they have to do it, but they just don't have the time or the knowledge of doing it. So that's where I created a program called the 3 for 3 system, where we shoot 3 months worth of content in just 3 days. And that may seem overwhelming, right? It's like, how the fuck are we gonna film 3 days, 3 days and jam pack that with 3 months worth of content? Well, my secret is really to have content that multiplies, meaning one video isn't just a video. A 1 7-minute video for YouTube could be like 10 multiple mini clips on Instagram. So that's how we multiply content, you know? So that's how we could just shoot 4 videos a month, and within that month, or we could shoot, 4 videos a month for 3 months. So that's like 12 videos, and we could shoot that in 3 days easily. And then we could juice content, make one image into like a 5 micro clips for Instagram. And within that 5 micro clips, we could do like a image quotes for each one of them. That's how things multiply really quickly.
All right.
So that's the power of the 3 for 3 system. And also just to make content that actually drives revenue too. Because not only we don't care about likes and shares. We actually want to drive revenue. So like educating your client on what you sell, the things you sell, or even how to use it, will actually make your client want to work with you even more, because they will trust you over time. So that's the power of the 3 for 3 system. It solves like a lot of work, and it's a system that you put in your business. Like, it's a system. It's not like a product or service. It's like a system you integrate to your business, and then like now you have like consistent content. And we all know consistency is the key to growing a brand, is posting consistency.
You met something I saw on your 900 Instagram account recently was, you said that longer videos are better.
Yes.
Right. Elaborate a little bit.
So
on
I
that.
kind of already talked about that earlier, about shooting a 7-minute long video, and actually taking like snippets of it and posting on social media.
Right.
Now you don't just capture YouTube audience. Now you capture this kind of bigger audience on Instagram. Now you're posting like multiple times now. So having like the purpose is like repurposing. That's the key, is to have one long form video and carve out little videos for social media.
Right. Oh, okay. Yeah.
So you're working smarter, not harder. You know.
Yeah, I actually use that trick myself, because like these podcasts, they're like 45 minutes to an hour long, but I post like about a minute for Instagram to promote it.
Yeah.
It's only a minute long, but it's like, but I get like what I think would be like an interesting topic, interesting like little piece. So at the end, they're like, "Oh, I want to hear more." So that way they'll go to the longer video and hear the rest of it.
Absolutely. Like, people have been doing this forever, but now I just packaged it in a pretty system where like people could come and understand it and use it within their business. So I think it's super powerful, and I believe if you don't have a system like that, like I like to call it 3 for 3 system, because it's kind of like my whole thing.
Yeah.
But do it either way, like within your company, work with that model, because then if not, you get burned out doing everything yourself.
Right. So if there's somebody listening or watching this right now, and you got them sold, where can they find you on social media?
So if anybody wanted to reach out, I do have my business page, 900 Productions, on Instagram. You can DM me there, or even go to my website on 900houseproductions.com, where you watch this video that kind of explains my process, and at the end you fill out this form, and from there I schedule a call with you.
Is that simple?
That's simple.
Is that simple, man? All right. So, all right, man. So I do have a segment I do on the show, man.
Damn.
I call it the hot rod seat. So basically, I'm going to put a minute on the clock. I'm going to rapid fire some questions at you, and you just answer them as honestly and as fast as you can.
Yes, sir.
Are you up for it?
Of course.
All right, man. Ramon,
Yes.
you are in the hot rod seat. Ready? And go. Biggest fear.
Spiders.
Favorite ice cream flavor.
Rocky Road.
Favorite color.
Navy blue.
Favorite fast food.
Urban Cafe. I think that's what it should be.
Least favorite fast food.
Del Taco.
What is one food you will never give up?
Pizza.
Your go-to karaoke song.
Drake. Any songs by Drake.
Your childhood celebrity crush.
Emma Roberts.
What are you terrible at?
Math. Is that what you meant?
Favorite TV show.
Parks and Recreations.
Cats or dogs?
Dogs.
Oh man, well, dude, it's been a hell of a conversation, man. Dude, I'm telling you that, like, again, as I said earlier, I want people to get the information you took, but dude, I'm gonna take all this information for myself, man. I'm being selfish right now.
You gotta do it, bro. I'm fucking passing knowledge around. That's
I know,
key.
man. Oh yeah, man. It's all, dude. But to wrap up this interview, man. What are 3 things that you are grateful for?
I am grateful for my family, to always put a roof over my head, and I'm still young, so like for them still being with me, because I know a lot of people don't even have family, so I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for my health, and I'm grateful because I'm surrounded by people that love me every single day.
That's right. Dropping facts.
That's right.
Don't drop it. All right, dude. Well, I'm excited for what's next for you, man. And dude, thank you so much for taking time out of your day to make this happen, man.
Rodrigo,
So,
pleasure.
It's been a pleasure, man. Let's get it.
Darling, you